Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Butterfly Effect podcast, and we are having a busy evening because of Gamescom, and we've got another game to talk about, mate. We've just seen the gameplay trailer for Lost Records, Bloom and Rage. Have at it, mate. What were your overall thoughts on it?
I love it. I can't wait to play it. This is my dark horse game. I think this game's going to take the world by storm. I really do. I can't describe what it is. The 90s nostalgia feel, the lo-fi look of it, the chemistry of the four girls we get to play as. Yeah, I think it's going to be a fantastic game. And now we've learnt what Bloom and Rage means. It's the name of their band, mate.
Yeah, of course, obviously, because a lot of the other trailers we have seen that they are like part of a band. So I'm surprised that perhaps we didn't leap to that a little bit more soon, but it makes perfect sense. But there's some like nice little points of conversation here, because obviously we know we're already playing as Swan, but the trailer starts with obviously playing as like an older version of Swan, and she's meeting an older version of Autumn in like some diner or some cafe. So yeah, one of the things I found really interesting from the trailer, mate, obviously we know that two of the characters are meeting up in the future and, you know, getting together and that. They were talking about the other characters in like the past tense. So obviously referring to Kat and Nora. So I don't know if that's implying like these characters are dead. It obviously will then lend to the mystery of the game, but we do then have that box that's given to us at the end, which does have Bloom and Rage on it, which does imply that it would be someone that knows the name of the band. So maybe one of them is alive and like they've given Autumn that box. I don't know what your thoughts are on that.
Yeah, it is true. I've not given it much thought, but that seems like the most logical thing. Like, unless they went public with their name outside of the Circle of Thor, then it's probably got to be one of the other ones. I doubt it's anything supernatural. The box looks human-made. So yeah, you're probably onto something. I think that is the idea I'd have to subscribe to the most, mate. It says tape 1, tape 2 at the end, February the 18th and March the 18th. I'm guessing, mate, these tapes are episodes. So
Yeah.
is that they look through these tapes, which I imagine are in the box, right? And then each tape is going to be an episode. If so, I quite like that we're getting an episodic game. I've missed those. And I also quite like that they're a month apart, because we've discussed that is the ideal amount of time you want to wait between episodes, mate.
Yeah, and I got, well, actually, to be fair, I'm quite surprised that it's a month apart, but we don't know how long these episodes are. Like, if you're talking that this is like a 3 hour, you know, per tape, then actually waiting a month is, you know, completely fair. If you're talking like The Expanse, where it's like an hour and then you're waiting, you know, then that wouldn't be so good. But yeah, I mean, the thing is, we've talked about it before with double exposure. I'm just glad that this game has got its own air to breathe, you know, in terms of like, because it would have clashed, wouldn't it? If it come out when they intended, it would have then clashed with double exposure. So I think it was the right thing to move it to next year. But yeah, obviously, mate, this was a gameplay trailer. So from what you saw, what did you make of it?
I love the look of it. The graphics look incredible. I really like the camera angle kind of behind Swan, the way you see your mates ahead. There's some lovely like shots of some sunlight and stuff. It looks like you get quite cool like camcorder action where you get to film your friends at will, I believe, and that looks really cool, and I think you can do a lot with that. The only other kind of thing I really had to say, lad, is that we kind of have the dialogue display, and it looks really fresh. Like, often we're used to just, you know, kind of it being at the bottom of the screen, hit, you know, square or circle, or like X and B, depending on your console, for which one you want to do. It's bottom right, and it's like pink, and it looks like cut out of a magazine, almost like a punk magazine, which kind of like embodies this group. So I think the style of like the dialogue's really cool. And I like how everything kind of has like an outline of almost like pink and blue, which just really captures that lo-fi feeling. So I think, yeah, like the style, the 90s filters, like the camera lenses, I'm just sold by everything, mate. And I think this is going to be a game that I fall in love with.
It does look really distinctive, doesn't it? Because they really could have just done a very basic job, basic font, and just, you know, whacked it on the screen, but they didn't. It does look like even that element fits within that world. So yeah, I mean, and it could even tie in with the menu as well. We don't know what that looks like. So, you know what? Again, I'm in the same camp as you. I think it's honestly really, really exciting, and I'm glad, like I said before, it does have its own space next year so that it can breathe. And you never know, it could take off as a good franchise.
No, I agree, lad. I've got nothing else to add, mate. I'm just intrigued to see what you fans out there think of this gameplay trailer and what, they've picked up that we've potentially missed, mate.
Yeah, absolutely. So guys, do leave your comments in the comments section. What did you think on that theory about potentially one of the characters being dead and the other one giving them that box? And yeah, let us know if you're going to get Bloom and Rage as well. And do stay tuned on the channel because we will be covering it more in the next months or so. And we'll see you in the next video.
Bye, guys. See you soon.